Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Practice English Cast. I'm really glad you're here today. Today's episode is simple but powerful. It's about courage, it's about breaking free from fear. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and fluency is fear, fear of being wrong, fear of being judged, fear of not sounding good enough. But here's the message I want you to remember today. You don't need to be fearless to speak English. You just need to speak, even when you're afraid. So take a deep breath and let's begin this together. The real enemy: fear, not mistakes. Most people think grammar is their biggest problem, or pronunciation, or vocabulary, but it's not. The biggest obstacle is fear. Fear stops you before you even begin. It keeps you silent in conversations. It makes you doubt every word before you say it. And here's the truth: you can study for years, read hundreds of books, and memorize every rule. But if you don't open your mouth, you'll never build confidence. Because confidence doesn't come from knowledge, it comes from action. Why fear feels so strong? Fear is a natural response. Your brain is wired to avoid embarrassment. It thinks it's protecting you. When you imagine making a mistake in front of someone, your brain reacts as if you're in danger. It sends signals to your body. Your heart beats faster. Your palms sweat. Your voice shakes. But here's the good news: you can retrain that reaction. You can teach your brain that speaking English isn't danger, it's opportunity. Step 1: accept that fear won't disappear. Let's be honest, the fear won't magically vanish. Even advanced speakers feel nervous sometimes. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, the goal is to move through it. When you speak despite fear, you teach your mind that it's safe to express yourself. And every time you do that, the fear loses power. That's real courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to speak anyway. Step 2: reframe what speaking means. You don't need to deliver a perfect speech. Speaking English doesn't mean performing, it means connecting. It's not about showing off your grammar, it's about expressing who you are, sharing your ideas, and letting people know you. So stop treating every sentence like an exam. You're not being graded, you're communicating. When you shift your mindset from "I must be perfect" to "I just want to connect," the pressure disappears. Step 3: stop apologizing for your English. This one is important. So many learners begin every sentence with "Sorry for my English." My English is not very good. Stop. Don't apologize for learning. Don't apologize for trying. When you say sorry, you tell your brain and the listener that you're not confident. Instead, try this mindset: my English isn't perfect, but I can communicate. I'm proud of how far I've come. That's confidence in progress. Step 4: speak before you're ready. You'll never feel 100% ready. No one does. If you wait until you're fluent enough, you'll wait forever. You learn to swim by entering the water, not by watching others swim. The same goes for English. You get better by using it. Messy, imperfect, and real. So don't wait for the perfect time. Speak now. Learn as you go. Step 5: learn to recover, not to avoid. Even native speakers make mistakes. They forget words, change sentences midway, and say things like, "Wait, let me rephrase that." Fluency is not about avoiding mistakes, it's about recovering from them smoothly. If you forget a word, describe it. If you mispronounce something, correct yourself and move on. If you make a grammar mistake, laugh and keep going. That's what fluent people do. Not perfect, fluent. Step 6: practice with real humans. Apps and textbooks are great, but the real confidence comes from real conversations. Find a friend, a tutor, or a community where you can practice safely. Talk about your life, your hobbies, your opinions. And remember, your goal isn't to sound native, it's to sound like yourself in English. Every conversation is a workout for your confidence. Step 7: create your bravery routine. Here's a little trick: build a small ritual before speaking English. It can be as simple as taking a deep breath, saying out loud, I can do this, smiling before you start. These tiny actions signal to your brain that it's go time. They replace fear with readiness. Confidence isn't a feeling, it's a signal you send to yourself. Step 8: use the power of voice and body. Your posture changes your confidence. If you stand tall, shoulders open, you automatically feel stronger. Your tone of voice matters too. Speak slowly, clearly, and with intention. When your body acts confident, your brain follows. Remember, confidence is 50% psychology and 50% posture. Step 9: redefine what fluency means. Fluency is not perfection, fluency is flow. It's the ability to keep going, even when you forget or fumble. You don't need every word, you just need momentum. If your ideas move, your English improves. Keep the flow. Don't let fear interrupt it. Step 10: the mindset of no fear. Just speak, no fear. Just speak. Isn't about pretending to be brave. It's about choosing courage every time fear appears. When you open your mouth and speak anyway, you send a powerful message to yourself. I'm stronger than my hesitation. That single act, speaking, is an act of rebellion against your fear. Final reflections. There will always be people who speak better than you, but no one can speak like you. Your thoughts, your experiences, your voice, they're unique, and the world deserves to hear them. Don't hide behind fear. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Speak your truth imperfectly, courageously, authentically, because confidence isn't built in silence, it's built in action. Now, let's say a few affirmations together. I speak even when I'm afraid. Perfection is not my goal, communication is. Every word I say makes me stronger. My voice matters. No fear, just speak. Thank you for listening to the Practice English cast. Remember, your voice matters. Keep practicing, keep believing. And if this episode inspired you, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more weekly lessons that build your fluency and confidence. Keep speaking, keep shining, and I'll see you in the next episode.